Konami has a hard on for the Dragon archetype. I don't know what's going on, but we got some broken dragons coming out in that new set, Cyberstorm Access, some dragon fusions and a synchro card. So I want to go over this right now. First card I wanted to talk about is the insane bestial tuner monster. No, sorry, synchro monster that's getting a lot of hype. His name is Bestial Despatir. I guess that's how you pronounce that. He's a level 10 dragon synchro effect monster. 3,500 attack, 2,500 defense. Materials, one tuner plus one non-tuner monster. You can only use this effect once per turn. Whatever. It's typical BS, right, with cards. First effect, you can target one banished light or dark monster, special summon it. So off the rip, you get a free summon back. It's reminding me of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Dragon Link's gonna love this card. Like, this card's gonna be insane in Dragon Link. Second effect, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can target one banished card, return it to the deck. Then if you were the owner of that card, destroy the monster, otherwise negate the effect. So I don't know if you're the owner, you get the negate and the destruction effect, but the way I'm reading this, I'm assuming it means if you pretty much return one of your opponent's cards to the deck, you just pop the monsters. So they bring out a guy that you just pop it or whatever. But if you return one of your own cards, you just negate the effect. So I'm just seeing this card. It's a level 10. Most bestials are level 6. They're free summons. They're going to get you the banished effect for his own effect come off, right? If you banish an opponent's card or banish one of your cards. Tons of people is giving this card hate. Hate because they feel like the bestials ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! Did the bestials ruin Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you guys let me know in the comments down below? I personally don't think bestials ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! Power creep is a natural progression of a game that's supposed to have block format. Keep telling you guys we're already in block format. We might as well just go ahead and just give us full on. You can only play with these top 4 sets and do good because we got stuff like this that just has the power creep to keep up with Konami's standards of how they want the game to be played. So this card's insane. I don't think it's going to be super overpowered. Well, I'm lying. It's really good. Like, it's really good. I'm scared of what the Dragon Link builds are going to look like with this card because that's dirty. Because the Bestials are already like controlling the weaker decks in the metagame. And that's the thing that sucks about the Bestials, right? They are essentially, I guess, made to stop tier limits and or slow tier limits down. And they're splashable in almost every deck. So even if you're playing a rogue deck like Heroes, Crystal Bees, Eldritch even, you can splash the Bestials. The only issue is they don't really hurt tier that much. Yeah, you get to stop one tier fusion, but any good tier player going to have a bunch of effects to pop off with in a turn anyway. Overall, this card is solid. No complaints. Like, people are really just like, oh my god, the game breaking. This is retarded. I'm so tired of Konami just doing this. I'm just like, yeah. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Synchro Monster. It is what it is, right? Next card, they just revealed today, actually like 12 hours ago while I was working. Albion, the True Flame Dragon. Now, this card is kind of goofy as well. It's getting some kind of pushback. People are saying it's trash. But I did see on Twitter, Chris Lofton pulled up a dope combo you can do with this card. So shout outs to him. I'll talk about that in a minute. So let me just read it real quick. Materials, Fallen Albaz, Light, Spellcaster. Monster cannot be used as a fusion material. You can only use each effect once per turn. First effect, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. So off the rip, I like that. Non-targeting protection is always good. Second effect, during your opponent's turn, you can target 2 monsters in the graveyard. Specimen both to 1 each on the field. So essentially, you can just pick monsters. I guess you have to pick at least 1 in the opponent's graveyard and 1 in yours. Or maybe you could do 2 in yours. Maybe you can do like some weird locking where you give your opponent like a Nightmare Iblis or something. I don't know. That could be a possibility. I don't know if that's going to work that way. But hey, if it says monsters in the graveyard, so they bring them out to the field. Then it says if it's in the graveyard, you can choose 4 monsters in the extra monster zone. And each player's center main monsters on the field, especially on this card. So he can bring himself back with some weird stipulation, which probably is going to rarely happen. But when it happens, it's going to be like, man, that's dirty. I want to talk about the second effect because this is really good. Once again, Chris Lofton, one of the known branded Despia players, posted this on Twitter. He essentially said this card is insane because it allows the branded deck to have access to Jalgan the Spiritualist. For you guys that are new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or maybe haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while and just not came back, or for you guys that did not play during the time Jalgan the Spiritualist was relevant, the card is pretty insane. It was last used heavily in the Dragon Ruler Spellcast. I can't think of that Spellcaster deck name right now. Dragon Ruler Spellbook format. Essentially, it's a Spellcaster monster, level 3, 1300 defense, 200 attack. You can discard one card from your hand to the graveyard, destroy all special summon monsters on the field. And then, while he's on the field, essentially, neither player can special summon monsters. That's dirty. So, the combo is going to be, and because people are going to, that combo is so cheesy. People are like, oh, that combo sucks. It's not that good. Because I'm reading, like, the threads online, and I'm just like, bruh, unless there's something I'm missing, and maybe you guys can let me know, when did having access to barrier statue effects suck? I don't know about y'all, but I've played a lot against Branded Daspia, and that deck has tons of combos I can do. Off of the Branded Fusion, you can just do this combo and get a free. That's like having free Dark Law first turn with Fusion Destiny with less steps. Like this is literally, it turns literally Branded Fusion into Hero Lives for the Branded deck. I mean, Branded Fusion always was good in general, but that's insane. Like, I don't understand how people are saying that's bad. Maybe, once again, maybe it's something I'm missing. Maybe the combo is not legit. Because the way I see it, you get a 3, even if you just at the worst case scenario, unless you open it up, you still get a 3K B stick with another guy that says, neither player can special summon monsters. So obviously, you're going to pass. You can't special summon anymore, but you don't really need to because your opponent can't do anything. That means no Bishields, no tier effects, and their hand ain't equipped to counter that. Because obviously, if you set this up right, you're going to have something protecting it. Let's just say something generic like a Solemn Judgment. A Branded can start main decking like some Floodgate stuff. Any type of back row protection you can use to protect this. Some players might even be using Book of Moon again. Like, I don't really know a lot of techs people are going to use, but what I do know is protection plus this and the 3K beast, they can literally just win games. The only deck that's not going to be affected by this combo is Flunderies, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't think Branded players had that much of an issue with Flunderies anyway. Like, I've never seen one lose a Flunderies deck unless Flunderies player opened up Shifter and just comboed out. But nevertheless, man, like I said at the start of this video, Konami has a hard on for the Dragon archetype. And I don't want to rag on them, right? Because there's a lot of issues with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, but it just kind of, I guess the players are just sick and tired of seeing one archetype get tons of support. We have rock, we have fire, we got Flunderies, which is good, but we have different archetypes, different types and attributes that need support. Fire monsters just get the shaft. Like, they get bent over, no grease, and they don't get no support at all. And then when they do, it's really rare. Like, the last thing fire deck that was solidly decent was like, it was that warrior fire deck that came out in the structure deck. But even then, when you think about the archetypes that don't get like support, not even just archetype based, but general like elements outside of like fire and things like that just don't get support. I'm sorry, not outside of fire, but outside of like light and dark, they really don't get as much support like that, or if they do, it's very mid. So what do you guys think, man? Are you guys hating on these new dragons? Let me know in the comment section down below. Will you guys be playing these new dragons? Also, let me know that in the comment section down below. Tomorrow, I'm going to be giving you guys my hero deck profile, so be on the lookout for that. I'm just trying to grind these videos out because you guys been loving the discussion, so just keep on leaving these comments and likes, and share the videos, trying to help this channel grow, all right? It's your boy Rogue here, bringing you guys another discussion for card reviews, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.